Last night we saw the Joint Select Parliamentary Committee release its report recommending the removal of the reach rule. Now, the reach rule is the rule in the broadcasting legislation which prohibits a free-to-air broadcaster from holding licences covering more than 75% of the Australian population. So potentially the removal of the rule would allow mergers in the media sector to allow a free-to-air TV station to cover potentially 100% of the Australian population. Interestingly, both sides of Parliament support the removal of the rule, but both sides make the point that if the rule were to be removed, there would need to be protection for local news and local content in regional areas, and the proposals would require legislation to embed those rules protecting local content.
And will these changes be supported by industry players?
Interestingly, this was one of the few proposals that didn't have the full support of the free-to-air industry. What we saw was something of a fragmentation of their views as to whether this was a good idea or not. However, it's likely now that 2 or 3 months after those submissions were made, things have moved on. We've already started to see merger activity in the sector. So I think it's likely that the sector now views these changes as inevitable, and what we're seeing right now is the positioning for that merger activity that will occur once the rules have in fact been removed.
Adrian, thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks very much, Kate.